Westmorelands once. Maverick leaned across the table. You were? When? Last year, while I was in Rome. A young woman, a very beautiful young woman, called out to me. She thought I was someone named Riley Westmoreland. I can see why she thought that, Hugh said. Take a look at this. He opened the folder he'd placed on the conference room table earlier and flipped through until he came to one photograph in particular. He pulled it out and placed it in the center of the table. This is Riley Westmoreland. Damn, chorused around the table, before a shocked silence ensued. Take a look at the others. Pretty strong genes, like I told Bart. All of you have a twin somewhere in that family, Hugh said. It's weird, Cash said, shaking his head. Pretty damn uncanny, Sloane added. Makes the Westmorelands' claims believable. So what if we are related to these Westmorelands? What's the big deal? Maverick asked. None that I can see, Sloane said. Then why does the old man have a problem with it? Dad's just distrustful by nature, Cash answered Maverick as he continued to stare at the photographs. He fathered 5 sons and a daughter from 6 different women. If you ask me, he was too damn trusting. Maybe he learned his lesson, considering that some of our mothers, not calling any names, turned out to be gold diggers, Sloane said, chuckling. Hugh shook his head. It always amazed him how well Bart's offspring got along, considering they all had different mothers. Bart had managed to get full custody of each of them before their 2nd birthdays, and he'd raised them together. Except for Charm. She hadn't shown up until the age of 15. Her mother was the one woman Bart hadn't married, but the only one he had truly loved. As your lawyer, what do you want me to do? Hugh asked. Send that letter like Bart suggested? Garth met Hugh's gaze. No, I believe in using more diplomacy than that. I think what has Dad so suspicious is the timing, especially with Jess running for senator, he said of their brother. And you all know how much Dad wants that to happen. His dream has been for one of us to enter politics. What if this is some sort of scheme to ruin that? Garth stood and stretched out the kinks from his body. Just to be on the safe side, I'll send Walker to check out these Westmorelands. We can trust him, and he's a good judge of character. But will he go? Sloane asked. Other than visiting us here in Fairbanks, I doubt if Walker's been off his ranch in close to 10 years. Garth drew in a deep breath and said, He'll go if I ask him. 1. 2 weeks later. Why are they sending their representative instead of meeting with us themselves? Dylan Westmoreland glanced across the room at his cousin Bailey. He'd figured she would be the one with questions. He had called a family meeting of his 6 brothers and 8 cousins to apprise them of the phone call he'd received yesterday. The only person missing from this meeting was his youngest brother, Bain, who was on a special assignment somewhere with the Navy SEALs. I presume the reason they are sending someone outside their family is to play it safe, Bailey. In a way, I understand them doing so. They have no proof that what we're claiming is the truth. But why would we claim them as relatives if they aren't? Bailey persisted. When our cousin James contacted you a few years ago about our relationship with him, I don't recall you questioning him. Dylan chuckled. Only because James didn't give me a chance to question anything. He showed up one day at our Blue Ridge office with his sons and nephews in tow and said that we were kin. I couldn't deny a thing when looking into Dare's face, which looked just like mine. Maybe we should have tried that approach. Bailey tapped a finger to her chin. Just showed up and surprised them. Rico didn't think that was a good idea. From his research, it seems the outlaws are a pretty close-knit family who don't invite outsiders into their fold, Megan Westmoreland Claiborne said. Rico, her husband, was the private investigator hired by the Westmorelands to find members of their extended family. And I agreed with Rico, Dylan said, claiming kinship.